So here we are for the Tank Promotions Best of the Best evening here at the Mecca in Swindon. And I've just pulled in Troy, who is Clint Osborne's coach for this evening's fight, and also is representing a fantastic boxing club down in Penzance.
Penzance, yeah.
Ronin Boxing Club.
Yeah.
I just wanted to talk about that a little bit, if that's okay, because I was talking to somebody the other week who runs a very small boxing club not far from my office where I work. They're struggling to get people through the door. It used to be very successful years ago. And I was trying to, whilst I'm not an expert in that field, I am an expert in sort of marketing and promotion. And we talked a bit about trying to get people through the door. Tell us about your gym, the sort of people and age range you get down there, and why it's so important to the community.
Well, first of all, we are the guys we get down there. We have all walks of life. So the first thing you've got to establish is, you're welcoming to across the board. So you're not ruling any guys out. Welcoming when they're in there, and boundaries, I believe, is a good thing as well. So our biggest policies all over our social is no dickheads. So all it will take is one bad apple. And that's it. That's the only guy you've got left in your gym.
Yeah, so carnage, right?
Yeah, that's right. So it'll go messy, and then you'll look around, and he's the only guy left in the room, or she, or whoever. But that one bad one, that'll stick around. Yeah, so that'll ruin anything that you want to grow. So what we try and do is eradicate that, make people feel welcome, friendly. And what we want is a network of people. So you might come down, you've got your goals. And then we got another guy that's got the same goals. We pair you two up. You build a community within your gym. That's what we're thriving for the most. So on that side of things, the best thing to do to build your client base or students, anything like that, is find out what their objectives are, and then work together with their objectives and get like-minded people together.
What sort of age range then? But like, how young can somebody come into your gym? And I guess how old? I mean, obviously Clint's 55.
Yeah.
He comes down to your gym. I know Ben Hood. I think he trains down there a bit as well.
Yeah.
He and I talk now and again. Top lad. Do you have kids come in or?
Yeah. So I run like ultra juniors,
right,
which is age 5 years all the way up to roughly around 10, dependent on ability. And my daughter's 8, and I throw her in with the 10 plus.
Right.
So I kind of cap them at 10, and then the 10s to 15s, they all go together. And then 16 onwards, have a little bit of experience with some sensible adults. And then it's open-ended from there. Clint being obviously 56?
55.
50, oh, nearly there. I won't tell him. And then, so open-ended, obviously you discuss health and everything else with any medicals. As long as you're fit and healthy, we can, even if you're not fit and healthy, we can definitely do some work with you still.
That's great, and it's a real, beating heart of the community, people would say. And, communities, working class, people are struggling both mentally, financially. Yep. It's almost a bit of a safe haven for people to reboot, maybe restart their life again. I've heard people say it's saved their life before, which is really important. People have been in jail. It's a way of getting back in touch with real life. All walks of life really. So it's really important that people, get behind these and go along and have a look and see what it's about.
Yeah.
Now, I don't go on social media that often, but I noticed an event coming up, and I was actually talking to a guy called Stephen who sent me through some information, and on one of the posters was you getting in a cage. Tell us about that then.
So that's XFCs. That's the guys you're talking about, Abs and Steve. Great guys, great promoters. They've got some real good connections. An amazing show forecasted on that one. So they're traditionally MMA.
And they're well connected to the UFC as well, right?
That's right, yeah. So you've got, I've forgotten his name, Leon Richards.
Yes.
Who's sanctioning the bout, who's currently, I'm going to get things a little bit confused now, I think Bellator commissioner.
Yep.
So that's a great stand-in. He's obviously sanctioning the bouts on the night. And then we've got, so it's in a cage, 24 foot. I mean, if you've seen any of my fights, I make the 14 foots that I fight in rather small. So I like to move around a little bit. If I got 24 foot, I'm happy days. That's quite a feat. So yeah, I'm not specifically cage fighting, that's for sure. So I'm boxing. This will be my 11th bout. Yeah, I'm super psyched for that. Funnily enough, that's my very first opponent. That was who I'm going with against. So that'd be a good fight.
And when's this?
23rd of March, that one.
Yeah, and it's where's Falmouth, was it? No,
Penryn, yeah. Penryn on the campus.
Yeah. Okay, well look, I'm going to let you crack on and get ready for this evening. Thanks for your time again,
No
Troy.
worries, great to speak to you. Will.
Keep punching.
Keep punching.
Thanks,
Cheers.
mate. Cheers.